Hello and welcome to Profiles. I'm your host, Paulette Payne. The purpose of Profiles is to highlight people who have chosen to take professional paths less traveled and shine light on rewarding careers that are non-traditional in nature or that don't conform to the norm. We'll also profile some of the country's most successful authors, entertainers, and much, much more in our Artist Spotlight. So we hope our guests will inspire you to step outside of your zone of comfort, try something new, and pursue your dreams, even if it means taking the path less traveled. Today in the studio, we have with us Ms. Kim McClure, owner, proprietor of Ad Girl Agency. Kim, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So tell us about Ad Girl Consulting.
Ad Girl Consulting is a media buying company that specializes in producing 30 and 60-second commercials. We buy airtime on television, whether it's broadcast or cable, radio, internet properties, pretty much whatever the business needs, print, that type of thing.
So tell us, what sets Ad Girl Consulting apart from the other agencies in town, and what is your main niche, if you will?
Okay. The thing that sets us apart is that we do our own production. A lot of agencies outsource their production. We have our own production team, editors, shooters, producers, and basically we help the business go from script to screen. We sit down with our clients, we write out the script that they need for their commercial. We produce it, shoot it, edit it, put a little bow on it, make sure everything looks great. Then we upload it to the local cable operator or broadcast network here in Atlanta. The other unique thing is that I have a background in production, so I can really tell the client what's good, bad, ugly, and different, whatever it is. I don't have to refer to someone else, but because of my production background, my sales background, I was with the local cable company over 5 years here in Atlanta. There's no additional cost. We receive agency discounts from media outlets. So to use my services, it doesn't cost the client anything additional. As a matter of fact, I sort of have coined the phrase, I'm like the IRS agent that now works for you, for the client, so I know the ins and outs of media buying and can really position you and help you to get through the maze that you have to go through in order to buy media. So production, yes, there's a cost to produce a commercial, but as far as our services of media buying, no additional cost.
So it sounds like it would be helpful for someone who's interested in pursuing entrepreneurship and advertising to have a background or at least an understanding in the various mediums that can better assist them in pursuing this advertising career. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, it definitely, if you have a specialty, I mean, my background is production. I used to be a TV producer for Black Family Channel, which is the network that used to exist here in Atlanta, and I handled the children's programming. So we basically built sets, we did everything from writing scripts to casting. I mean, I should say, sitting with my editor, producing the spot, everything. So I was able to really learn a whole lot in a very, very short period of time, and you have to master it and make sure you're hitting deadlines and getting on air. So the whole time sensitivity, production aspect, everything that goes into production, pretty much I had to learn, from the ground up. So I'm a little bit different than most agencies, so I'm able to really help them on the front end. If your commercial is not eye-catching, if it doesn't hit home with consumers, if it doesn't have all the elements that it needs to be an effective commercial, it's not going to work. You will waste your money buying airtime. So working with my clients on the front end to really make sure what they have is a high-end looking product. You can have a national looking ad without paying national prices. I mean, we make it very, very affordable for your mom and pop businesses to get on air. So we've really taken it to the next level, unlike a lot of the commercials that are on cable today.
And you made a very important point as far as cost effectiveness.
Right.
Now, we're in an economic climate right now that small businesses in particular are trying to cut costs because of the situation that they find themselves in.
Right.
So what does Ad Girl Consulting provide in that arena?
So it really, really depends. But the good thing about it is that I sign off on every single commercial and insist on high-end, top-quality production. So you will not get junk. You will not get bad graphics. Our graphics, we have I have an editor, and all she does is graphics. So your graphics package is going to look good. It's not going to look, like somebody made it in their basement. So it's we really give it an affordable production, high-end looking production at an affordable price.
Well, we know that advertising for many years was a male-dominated industry, but now women are stepping up and opening up their own advertising agencies.
Yes.
What would you tell a young woman that may be watching today who's interested in stepping into this field? What would you tell her?
Don't be intimidated. I was one of 3 or 4 reps, African-American female reps, in the whole Atlanta market when I worked for the cable company, out of about 70. Went to President's Club twice, won trips to Mexico, top biller. And it's just really about, being confident in yourself, putting your best foot forward, always being professional, and looking out for the best interests of your client. My clients now, the majority of them are under my agency now because of the service and everything that I did for them as I was working for that cable company. So now, I was able to, continue that relationship and really build on that. So, just don't be afraid, even if it's male dominated. I actually was in the pharmaceutical industry back in the 90s. And that's when women really started getting into the pharmaceutical industry. It used to be dominated by older Caucasian males. That was it. Then the female started to come into the picture. So it's really about using all of the gifts that you have. We're very good at multitasking. I'm a wife and a mother and a business owner. And we have a special talent, special ability, we're able to multitask and do several things really well. So really tap into that and use that. But as I said, in my case, I have a background in production. So, Clark Atlanta is a great place to get that experience in production and get a degree in production. That's something you can use in many ways, so that, I would encourage young women, look into production, look into writing. Writing is a skill set that everybody doesn't have. Script writing is really needed. Whether you do the full production or not, being able to write well, get to the point quickly, and succinctly is a great talent to have.
Well, you have used your skills, your gifts, and your abilities to effectively you found this agency, and you're running it, and you're making your clients very happy. Yes. So continued success in your business. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We will be right back with more profiles right after this.
Hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
Lead paint poisoning affects over 1 million children today. Dust from lead-based paint could cause violent behavior. If your home was built before 1978,